It often seems like we just have one objective reality and we're just experiencing it. And sometimes we struggle in our own inner world because we can logically understand something, but oftentimes our emotions or behaviors do not match that logic. So I was reading a little bit about what they used to do to treat seizures back in like the 50s and 60s because there wasn't appropriate medication. They would actually sever the center part of the brain that would help to reduce communication to each of the hemispheres, which helped them reduce the risk of grand mal seizures. So when they looked at the people that took place in these surgeries and they started to study how this maybe impacted their consciousness, they found something very interesting. They would take a person and show them two images to each eye, so they were able to separate. The right eye would see a hammer, the left eye would see a saw. What they would do after is ask the person what they were able to perceive in the image, and the person would say a hammer. They would then ask the person to draw out what they saw, and they would draw a saw. And they wondered, why might this be occurring? And what they found is that the right side would activate the left hemisphere, which is around language and kind of psychological insights, intellectual insights. Whereas the right side, which saw the saw, activated creativity, feelings, those kind of experiences. And because those two were not linking up correctly, although the person would say they saw a hammer, they would draw, because the drawing is part of the feeling and experiencing, a saw. So, what does this have to do with your life? It's very helpful to understand that you actually have at least two different realities that you're experiencing all at once. And so it's very helpful to start to access. So if you intellectually know everything that's wrong with yourself, but you're not changing, you need to access a more creative, feeling based experience to process that. Vice versa, if you feel a lot, you feel very dysregulated, and you have no idea why, you might need to access more intellectually based treatment. And this can be helpful when we're looking at healing ourselves because we might find that if we're really good at logic, we do logic over and over for many years and never really see a difference. And what we need to do is then work on the experience, finding outlets that are creative, which often can access the subconscious mind where the healing needs to occur.